Hey Deadgrinners, this is Deadgrin. Welcome to Deadgrin Customs, and we are entering, I think, the next part in the Great Saiyaman custom that I've been making. Last time you guys saw this guy, all I had really done is just get the heads, I think, for the figure. I have two heads as of right now. Like I have the really pissed off Super Saiyan head, and then I have his base form head. Both came from a World Collectible figure. And like I said before, the recipe for this figure it remained the same. It's the clone Vegeta's arms and legs, and the upper torso of the Super Saiyan Blue Goku, and the skirt from the Super Saiyan Blue Goku. From the last time too, what I've done is that I just put primer on the shirt itself. I didn't like the way it was looking. It was always annoying to kind of see it orange. And then I also wanted to see if I move the arms around how much of paint rub would be. I haven't seen any huge issues when it comes to the paint rub, but maybe when I actually add paint I'll be able to see it. And what I've done since then too also was I worked the belt. I used my styrene sheets, and I cut it to size to make it look like the black belt that he has around his waist. And then I cut a circle out and I put it like right there, so it'll end up looking like the belt that you guys are familiar with, the black with the gold circle. And then I extended the skirt. Now this I actually got from a fellow customizer. I don't remember his name. If I find out, I'll put it in the description of the video. But he made one with an SH Figure Arts, and his skirt was long, like basically as long as this one. I asked him how he actually did that, and at the time it sounded weird when he told me. He told me that he used two of those kinds of skirts, and he just basically put them together. And I was just like, okay, like I had to get another figure. This original one that I got loose, the Goku, I got loose. I didn't get him with the build the figure part, but I needed the build the figure part, so I ended up buying another one, which I'm probably end up gonna recycling as another for other parts of customs. And I took I cut this like part of the skirt, and then I put styrene sheet like between it, and then I glued that part of the skirt over the styrene sheet. You can see some styrene sheet coming out here because I ended up running out of the skirt. And when I blend this in, I'm gonna put milliput putty to blend it all in. And I did that to the front and the back. So now his skirt looks more in length with what Great Saiyaman has. I like the way the figure looks, or the way it's looking. I got really excited once I was done. When I stepped back and looked at it, I was like, God damn, it's looking a lot more like Great Saiyaman. I also worked a little bit on his the part that I use for his cape. This part, there was some like cracks and stuff. You can still see some of the cracks. Like I was trying to fill those in, but I love. Not a lot of people are a fan of the cape itself. It is kind of big, when I do put it on, but I'm mostly gonna use it when I use the Gohan head with the helmet, which is something that I'm gonna have to work on after I finish the actual body. I'm gonna finish the body probably this weekend along with the Videl, because I'm working on them simultaneously, and then using an extra head that I have of Gohan that's one of these, I'm gonna sculpt the helmet over that head, and I'll finally be able to have a helmeted Great Saiyaman. So I'll be able to have three heads, like the base form, Super Saiyan form, and the helmeted. The bandana one, I'm still working on it. I'm not sure if I'm gonna just do it myself, or get the World Collectible figure version of it, because it looks perfect. The World Collectible figure one looks spot on, just like the Great Saiyaman that we all know and love. But yeah, man, I mean, that's as far as this project goes. And hopefully, next time you guys see this guy, he'll have the script blended in, and everything else will be primed, either primed or full colored already. So very excited about that. I'm almost done with these two, the Videl and the Gohan, and it works out perfectly, man. Especially like those early parts when Gohan was still in high school and experimenting with trying to be Great Saiyaman, while Videl was at the same time trying to protect the city on her own terms, like trying to stop Great Saiyaman. But it's cool. Hopefully when I'm done with these figures, they'll be able to go nicely with each other. Again, the Videl figure won't be in exact scale because I think in the anime she was just about shoulder height, and the way she's ended up here, she's a little bit bigger than shoulder height, but still small enough to where she still looks feminine and like almost in scale with him. So I'm excited about that. Hopefully when it's all said and done, you guys will like it too. So if you guys like what I'm doing, please hit the like button, share the video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to be able to keep up with the rest of my projects and the rest of upcoming videos that are coming, the upcoming videos from the future. So please, for everybody who watches this in the morning, good morning, and for everybody else, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.